Some are calling gang violence at an apartment complex in Aurora. The video shows men entering an apartment building with several weapons and then busting down a door.
And all of this taking place at the apartments, which had become a crime hotspot in that city. Fox 31's Vicente Arenas was at that complex today as people were moving out, fearing for their safety. Vicente is joining us live from that complex with a closer look at that eye-opening video, Vicente.
It is eye-opening, Erica. It is significant because this is the first time we've actually seen what has been happening inside that apartment complex at different times. This video, there's two different clips you're about to see. One of them, people carrying guns, and another where two people are just trying to break down a door. The video shows a group of men walking up a stairwell at the edge of Lowry apartment complex in Aurora. All of them appear to be carrying rifles and handguns, and the video shot earlier this month. One of the men can be seen talking.
Golly, they done turned Colorado into Little Mexico City. Yeah, they done turned Colorado into a little war zone. This dude got a scope on top of the damn rifle. What you about to go do? Who you about to go to war with? This ain't good for American citizens. You know, the first thing I would have did is get my boys ICE. You know, ICE, them people that come and get illegals and detain them and ship them back to their country. Yeah, that's the first. I would have had ICE on speed dial. So quick, so fast. That all of this foolishness, y'all would have never even seen this foolishness. I don't know what's up with the residents that live in this apartment building, but I'm surprised none of them ain't called the police, none of them ain't called ICE, and none of them ain't called no deportation system to get these goddamn migrant gang out of here. This is crazy.
On a cell phone, they all then gather around a door and go in. Another video clip shows men forcing a door open. But what or who they were searching for?
So now they vandalizing and breaking into units that's not occupied so they could sell their drugs up in there and sell it back to the Americans for the low. You know how they go, right? Damn, it's getting wicked out here. I'm trying to tell you. And these are the same people y'all be voting into office that's allowing this mess. Y'all got to remember, Biden let millions of immigrants, illegals into this country under his rule. And guess what? Y'all woke up the same morning too and went to go vote for him. And now y'all voted for his VP, Kamala Harris. And y'all think she don't got the same type of principles as Biden? Please don't be no dumb, foolish person. Use your brain and use it wisely. If I was vice president for a dude that let all of these illegals in, and you thinking the vice president not gonna have the same principles as the president, that's crazy. Hey, it is what it is. Y'all vote for who y'all want to vote for, but this will continue to happen. If not, on her end, it's gonna happen millions of different. We're gonna see this every day on the news.
For not clear. The video was shot in the building where Cindy and Edward Romero lived until today. They loaded up their stuff and moved out.
It's been a nightmare and I can't wait to get out of here.
This is how Cindy used to lock her front door.
Every day when we come home.
Lady, ma'am, 1, 2, 3, 4. She got about 5 locks on her door. 5 locks on her door. I don't know if she hiding from the boogeyman, Freddy Krueger, or what. But this is crazy. This is absurd. Damn. All from these migrant crisis. All of this. She feared for her life. So she got to slap 5 locks on the door. Nah. American justice system, y'all got to get it together. ICE, y'all been slacking lately. Ever since Biden got into office, ICE been slacking lately. Usually when Trump was in office, boy, they deport your ass immediately with not a day of wasting time. And now look at them. Look at these migrants just free roaming around the city, causing havoc, destruction, and chaos. And we American citizens, we got to suffer the consequence.
We have to do this every time we go outside to take out the garbage. Every time we try to go to bed at night, we have to keep it like this so nobody can kick in the door.
The couple's car and many others here were riddled with bullets after a shootout at the complex earlier this month. The Romeros say the trouble started when a large number of migrants began moving in. They had not been able to move out for different reasons.
We couldn't get any. We tried reaching out to the resources, but they told us since it wasn't actually a condemned building, we would have to wait until that was the issue, but we didn't want to wait for that. So the only help I got was after talking to you.
We showed Councilmember Danielle Jurinsky the video. Today, she helped the couple move out and find a new place to live.
The city nonprofits have lined up to help the migrants that have come here, but nobody is helping the American citizens, the residents that are trapped in these apartment complexes.
The Romeros tell us others living here had been asking when they'd be moving out.
And this isn't just Americans. This is other Venezuelans that are living under this control, that are being extorted by the control of this gang.
While we were on the property today, even before we left, we were told other people were moving in and taking over the Romeros unit. We did speak to the mayor's office this afternoon. They sent us a statement saying that so far there are no code enforcement violations taking place at this complex.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Spook appreciate that. Thank y'all for tuning in with Spook. But this is crazy. You see what happened when you let a lot of funky ass migrants into this country? It turns into chaos. And this ain't nothing. This right here ain't nothing. We gonna be seeing a whole lot of this. If y'all put Kamala Harris into power, y'all gonna be seeing a whole lot of this. And we already know y'all brains not functioning right. Y'all eating toxic food, breathing in toxic air, and the brain is just not. I told you, this the last thing a human being got is this. Once this is gone, our hope for you is lost. Because a lot of people, when it comes to voting, lacks this common sense, and they brainless. But anyway, let's get off of politics like this. And this next episode we're going to get into is a little bit graphic. Stay tuned.
Fayette County Sheriff's investigators are currently in Louisiana interrogating a man accused of killing his wife at their Fayetteville home.
Investigators say they found his wife's body partially burned and buried in a shallow grave. Fox 5's Eric Mock joins us from the Fayette County Sheriff's Office with details about this gruesome crime.
Fayette County Sheriff Barry Babb says in his almost 40 years of law enforcement experience, this is one of the more grisly crimes he's had to work. But thanks to quick work and coordination with other agencies, they were able to catch this suspect, even though he'd fled all the way to Louisiana.
It's shocking as hell. Definitely seemed like something that would be on on one of those shows. I didn't expect that.
Jabril Muhammad says he would have never expected his neighbor, 39-year-old Kenneth Harden Jr., to be accused of something like this.
He seemed like a cool dude. Like I said, he had a fireworks show down here for the kids before the 4th of July.
Fayette County Sheriff Barry Babb says Harden shot and killed his wife, 39-year-old Carrie Harden, early Tuesday morning while his children slept.
So they went to school on Tuesday, never seen their mother.
You killing your wife while your kids is in the house? Good for nothing funky of a human being. Good for nothing. That is crazy. What's wrong with these people? Are these people aliens? Are they human beings? I'm starting to think they're not humans no more. They a whole nother species. To kill your wife while your kid's home, you gotta have some type of audacity.
The sheriff's office says it learned of the crime after Harden flew his father into town and gave him his last will and testament.
He had told his father that he had shot his wife and pretty much that he was now going to be on the run.
Harden's father called the sheriff's office, who began investigating. Babb says a license plate reader helped them track Harden's car to a motel in Louisiana. A SWAT team there moved to take him into custody while they searched the large property for his wife's body.
I got almost basically 2 calls at the same time that the cadaver dog located our victim, which was buried in a very shallow grave on the back part of the property. And at the same time that the St. Tammany Parish Sheriff's Office took him into custody without incident.
Sheriff Babb says the body was partially burned. He says Fayette County investigators got on the first flight to Louisiana Thursday morning, where they've apparently had no trouble interviewing Hardin.
He is completely cooperating to the point that I will tell you that Captain Lee, who has been an investigator at least 3 decades, said I've never had a homicide suspect want to tell us everything.
Sheriff Babb says so far the
He said out of his 30-year career, I've never had a suspect willing to snitch and give us everything, every detail of what he did. Usually they make us work for it. They make us work hard for that information. But this suspect here, he a different breed. He did the crime, and he spilled all the beans on how he did it. We ain't need to beat him. We ain't need to throw him in a cage. We ain't need to throw him in a dungeon. He just told us. What a good civilian that was.
The motive they've gathered from Hardin was a late-night domestic dispute mixed with heavy drinking. Well, Sheriff Babb is also just breathing a huge sigh of relief because investigators have learned that Hardin was, considering committing suicide by cop, and he was heavily armed. And of course, they're concerned after the recent shootings of law enforcement in both Paulding and Carroll County. But thankfully,
they need to get rid of his funky ass ASAP. Talking about killing your wife and then burning her. Burn her half body. Like what? What humans be what human beings be doing to other human beings? I'd be like, damn. It just stuns me because I'm like, this can't be no human. This got to be a demon. And for those of y'all don't believe in God, if you believe in God, you gotta believe there's a demon. Vice versa, if there's a demon, you gotta believe there's a God. Because we're witnessing wickedness in the front of our eyes, man. It's getting evil out here in these streets. Be safe, folks. Be safe. Stay blessed and stay away from the treachery, foolishness that we're witnessing every day. Spook is out. Deuces and salute. Love y'all.